Shy boys, was good? I'm going to be the first one to admit I was wrong. I made a video talking about this relic rod being bad, right? We just got a sneak of the new update, the biggest sneak and biggest leak that we've ever gotten, and that rhymed. I swear it wasn't on purpose. I'll play this video in the background just so that you can see it. There is 4 new rods that I can see, at least that I'm able to discern from this video. On top of that, we have new totems. We've got this eclipse looking at totem. I think it looks like an eclipse totem to me, and that might be one of the new status effects for the weather. As you can see, we've got the eclipse right here, and then the next totem we have looks to be a meteor / asteroid totem, because this one, he uses it and it starts spawning a bunch of asteroids, so that's probably going to be pretty useful in the future. Next we have a rod. Now this looks like an eclipse rod, just for me, just from seeing this little ball right here. It's kind of low quality, sorry for that, but can I change quality? Yep, that's as good as we're gonna get it for the quality. But this looks like an eclipse rod to me, at least from the color scheme and from this little orb. That's what it looks like to me. Of course, I could be wrong, and it could be just some weird hieroglyph thing, I don't know. But I'll get to all the rods in a second, because they are very important for this new update, and you can actually start doing it right now. Now, this next rod we have is the Phoenix rod. At least that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna call it that. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm just gonna call it the Phoenix rod, right? Phoenix rod right here looks really sick, and we obviously don't know the stats of these, but the important thing with these is that oh, again, I called it on this NPC. I called it. Yep. I called it. Anyways, the important thing about these rods, this is another one, by the way, is that you're going to be using them right here for this one. We've got this wind looking one, this green one. We've got like a fire kind of one, the ice one, and this little purple looking thing. And I don't know exactly what all of these are going to be for. You're probably going to be needing different items for these in order to actually unlock this. Now, I don't know if you'll actually need 4 people just to get in. But if you do, then these 4 people will probably need all these things completed just to get into the door. And of course, once you're inside this door, then you get to the weird looking anvil with a bunch of hieroglyphs around it. And it's got a bunch of lights and all that stuff. I don't know exactly what this is going to be for. Obviously, nobody does. But I'm assuming you're probably going to be forging a new rod here. Now, if it's one of these rods right here, or if you get these rods through a different means, is something that we'll have to find out. Judging from this sneak and the way that it is indeed hiding more things from us, like obviously what this is for, what can you craft from it? You know, if they wanted us to know, they would be showing us that. Meaning that since they don't want us to know, then these things probably aren't it, right? This rod and that rod are probably not going to be made like from this, right? That's just my headcanon. I could be wrong, but that's just what makes sense to me. Now, to get into the really important part of this video, we need to talk about the relic rod, right? The rod that is mid at best, and on top of that is also going to be quote-unquote useful. They said it was going to be useful in the new update, and we've actually gotten some more proof of that, right? So if you didn't notice, there is one rod that I'm talking about that we haven't mentioned in this entire video, and that is this purple looking rod at the start of the video. Now, this is confirmed to be the relic rod. As you can see, it has the same spikes, same design, and in the update you're actually going to be able to upgrade it into this version of the relic rod. I don't know what it's going to be called, but this is the same kind of rod. And low-key, if you want to get a jump on getting this rod, definitely, if you don't have the relic rod, just go get it, like, real quick. It is pretty tedious to get and very annoying. Even I haven't gotten myself, so you know, I would recommend getting this. And I guess they were right. I was wrong. They were completely right. You are going to be needing the relic rod because it is going to be pretty good. Now, of course, I'm sure you're going to be able to do it without it, but it's probably going to be helping you a lot, especially if you look at this megalodon thing. Like, look at that, bro. That thing is gnarly. And if you want to know the fastest way to actually get the relic rod, in my opinion, it would be to use the wormhole enchant on whatever rod you're using. Because with wormhole, you have a chance of actually getting anything from anywhere, right? So I could fish right here and possibly get a relic from like snowcap or whatever. It could just be random. And that's actually the best part about it, because you don't need to be anywhere. And even if you're farming for some specific bone at a specific island, like say I go to Forsaken Shores, and I'm going to, you know, farm that stuff, I could actually get stuff from a different island, and it would be completely random. Now, we do have 2 days left as of the recording of this video, so I would definitely get a jump on that, because 2 days and 9 hours is not really a lot of time. Obviously, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so bad timing for that. But let me just check my bestiary, make sure I know what I'm going to go for, because I'm missing things from Mushgrove, Snowcap, and Rosslet. Okay, so I need to do those 3 things. Shouldn't take me too long. I need to get that rod, and it's going to be pretty simple. But yeah, I just enchanted my Rod of Depths with Wormhole, because that's probably one of the fastest ways in my opinion. But if you want to get it, you know, in a faster way, and you just, you know, you don't even care about Wormhole, you just want to go to this island, get it, go to the other island, get it, then probably just go and try and get like Hasty or something. And I know people might say, oh, but you know, Hasty, this rod is already super fast, you don't need it. And that's true, you really don't. But if you want to make it super fast and you don't even need bait, then at that point you might as well just start using Hasty. And I know Abyssal is quote unquote the best enchant for the Rod of Depths, but for this farming method particularly, it is not. But only for this farming method, if you're only going for the bones, right? You don't really need that. That's only for if you want a lot of money, right? So just for getting the bones, I'd either go for Hasty or Wormhole, but either one of those 2 is what I would try and get. Maybe even Divine or something for luck, but I don't think the luck is that important. You can just use bait. It's really not that hard. But if you don't have a good rod for the update, then let me tell you how to get a good one right now. In case, just hypothetically, that this rod is just way too much money and it has a bunch of other requirements and you just can't get it. If you want to actually catch the Megalodon, you might as well come over here and get the King's Rod, because the King's Rod is probably one of the best rods in the game, other than the reinforced rod that can handle a lot of weight. So this is a hypothetical, of course. I wouldn't buy it if you don't already have it, and unless, you know, the update comes out, and I'd probably wait until the update comes out just to buy it. But yeah, if you were following along, you just go to the Statue of Sovereignty, you know, go into the mine, pay him 400 C or whatever, money stuff, and then right here, boom, there it is. You're welcome. On top of that, I want to make it known that you might need to get some relics, right? Some enchant relics. Just basic enchant relics. I don't think they need to be enchanted, but if they do, then you can enchant them once the update comes out. In case, hypothetically, that these new rods require you to have some kind of enchant, just like the Rod of Depths, where you had to place 2 specific enchants, I would just save some relics just in case, you know, because it could always happen again. I highly doubt it's going to be the same thing, but again, this is just to cover all bases if that's what you feel like you need to do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, the whole video, in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.